Overcoming procrastination is a common challenge that many individuals face in their personal and professional lives. Procrastination, the act of delaying or avoiding tasks, can stem from various sources such as fear of failure, perfectionism, lack of motivation, or overwhelm. However, by adopting proactive strategies and cultivating a mindset of discipline and focus, individuals can conquer procrastination and enhance their productivity, well-being, and sense of accomplishment. At the heart of overcoming procrastination lies the practice of self-awareness and introspection. By examining the underlying reasons for procrastination, individuals can uncover patterns of behavior, thought processes, and emotional triggers that contribute to their tendency to delay tasks. Through self-reflection and honest assessment, individuals can identify areas for growth, set realistic goals, and develop strategies to address the root causes of procrastination. Moreover, overcoming procrastination involves setting clear goals, priorities, and deadlines to structure one's time and energy effectively. By breaking down tasks into smaller, manageable steps and creating a realistic timeline for completion, individuals can create a roadmap for progress and maintain momentum towards their goals. Additionally, establishing a routine, creating a conducive work environment, and minimizing distractions can help individuals stay focused and motivated to tackle tasks in a timely manner. Furthermore, overcoming procrastination requires cultivating a mindset of discipline, resilience, and self-compassion. By practicing self-discipline, individuals can build habits of consistency, accountability, and perseverance, enabling them to stay on track with their commitments and responsibilities. Additionally, showing self-compassion and kindness towards oneself when facing setbacks or challenges can help individuals overcome feelings of guilt, shame, or inadequacy that may fuel procrastination. In essence, overcoming procrastination is a journey of self-discovery, growth, and personal development. By cultivating self-awareness, setting clear goals, and fostering a mindset of discipline and self-compassion, individuals can conquer procrastination, enhance their productivity, and unleash their full potential. Through proactive strategies, intentional planning, and a commitment to taking action, individuals can overcome procrastination and cultivate a sense of empowerment, accomplishment, and fulfillment in their lives. Procrastination is a challenge faced by many people, regardless of background, profession, or age. It is the act of delaying or postponing tasks, often to the detriment of one's productivity and well-being. While procrastination may lead to temporary relief by allowing individuals to avoid tasks they find unpleasant or overwhelming, it often results in stress, guilt, and a sense of failure when deadlines loom and work is left unfinished. Overcoming procrastination is essential for maintaining productivity, achieving goals, and fostering a sense of accomplishment. However, to effectively address procrastination, it is important to understand its root causes and implement strategies that promote sustained action and focus. One of the primary reasons people procrastinate is the desire to avoid discomfort. Many tasks, particularly those that are complex or require significant effort, can evoke feelings of anxiety, frustration, or even boredom. In an attempt to avoid these unpleasant emotions, people often turn to short-term distractions that provide immediate gratification, such as checking social media, watching videos, or engaging in mindless activities. While these distractions may offer temporary relief, they come at the cost of long-term progress and success. The more one avoids a task, the more daunting it can become, creating a cycle of procrastination that becomes increasingly difficult to break. In addition to avoiding discomfort, many people procrastinate due to fear of failure or perfectionism. When individuals set unrealistically high standards for themselves, they may feel paralyzed by the fear that their work will not meet those standards. This fear can lead to avoidance behaviors, as people delay starting a task to avoid the possibility of producing imperfect work. However, this mindset only exacerbates the problem, as the pressure to perform perfectly increases with each passing day. By the time the task is finally addressed, the individual is often under more stress and has less time to complete it, further increasing the likelihood of a suboptimal outcome. This creates a vicious cycle, where procrastination leads to rushed, lower-quality work, which in turn reinforces the fear of failure and the tendency to procrastinate in the future. Another common cause of procrastination is a lack of clarity or direction. When tasks are vague or overwhelming, it can be difficult to know where to start, leading to indecision and inaction. People may feel frozen by the sheer magnitude of the work ahead, unsure of how to break it down into manageable steps. In these situations, the brain often defaults to avoiding the task altogether, as it perceives the effort required to figure out the next steps as too overwhelming. This lack of clarity not only delays progress but also contributes to feelings of frustration and inadequacy, as individuals struggle to make meaningful headway on their goals. In order to overcome procrastination, it is crucial to address these underlying causes and adopt strategies that promote action and accountability. One effective approach is to break tasks down into smaller, more manageable steps. By doing so, individuals can reduce the sense of overwhelm and create clear, actionable goals. For example, instead of telling oneself to write a paper, which can seem like a monumental task, one might break it down into smaller steps such as write an outline, research 3 sources, or draft the introduction. Each of these steps is more specific and attainable, making it easier to get started and build momentum. Additionally, completing smaller tasks provides a sense of accomplishment, which can help motivate continued progress. Another strategy for overcoming procrastination is to set specific deadlines, even for tasks that do not have external due dates. Deadlines create a sense of urgency and help individuals stay focused on their goals. Without a clear deadline, it is easy for tasks to remain indefinitely on the to-do list, as people often prioritize urgent tasks over important but non-urgent ones. By setting deadlines for each step of a larger project, individuals can create a structured timeline that keeps them accountable and prevents tasks from being pushed to the last minute. In addition to setting deadlines, it can be helpful to use time management techniques such as the Pomodoro technique. This method involves working in focused bursts of 25 minutes, followed by a short break. By breaking work into short, manageable intervals, the Pomodoro technique helps reduce the mental resistance that often accompanies large tasks. It also encourages individuals to start working, which is often the hardest part of overcoming procrastination. Once the initial resistance is overcome, people often find that it is easier to continue working, as they become absorbed in the task at hand. Another powerful tool for overcoming procrastination is addressing the emotional aspects that contribute to it, particularly the fear of failure and perfectionism. One way to combat these feelings is to adopt a growth mindset, which emphasizes learning and improvement over perfection. Rather than focusing on producing flawless work, individuals with a growth mindset approach tasks with the understanding that mistakes and challenges are part of the learning process. This perspective shifts the focus from fear of failure to the opportunity for growth, making it easier to start tasks without the pressure of needing to be perfect. By accepting that imperfections and setbacks are natural, individuals can reduce the anxiety that often leads to procrastination. Moreover, they can see each step forward, no matter how small, as progress rather than a potential failure. In addition to adopting a growth mindset, practicing self-compassion can also help in overcoming procrastination. Many people who struggle with procrastination are highly self-critical, berating themselves for not starting or completing tasks on time. This self-criticism can create a cycle of guilt and shame that makes it even harder to take action. Instead of motivating individuals to get started, harsh self-talk often increases feelings of inadequacy and reinforces the desire to avoid the task altogether. Practicing self-compassion involves treating oneself with the same kindness and understanding that one would offer to a friend in a similar situation. By acknowledging that procrastination is a common struggle and reframing it as a temporary challenge rather than a personal failure, individuals can reduce the emotional burden and move forward with greater ease. Another effective approach to overcoming procrastination is to create an environment that minimizes distractions and promotes focus. In today's digital age, distractions are everywhere, from social media notifications to endless online content. These distractions can quickly derail focus, making it even harder to start or complete tasks. One way to combat this is by creating a dedicated workspace that is free from distractions. This might involve turning off notifications, using website blockers, or physically removing oneself from environments that encourage procrastination, such as lounging on the couch with a smartphone nearby. By creating a space that is conducive to focused work, individuals can make it easier to get started and maintain momentum on their tasks. In addition to minimizing distractions, it can be helpful to set specific times for working on tasks. Creating a schedule or routine helps build consistency and reduces the likelihood of procrastination. When individuals commit to working on specific tasks at designated times, they are less likely to delay starting because they have already established a structure for when the work will be done. Moreover, routines help build habits, and once a habit is established, it becomes easier to engage in the behavior without requiring as much mental effort or resistance. For example, someone who commits to writing for 30 minutes every morning is more likely to follow through with that commitment over time, as the behavior becomes an automatic part of their daily routine. Accountability is another powerful tool in overcoming procrastination. When people are accountable to others, whether it's a colleague, a friend, or a coach, they are more likely to follow through on their commitments. This is because accountability introduces external expectations, which can increase motivation to complete tasks. One way to build accountability is to share goals and deadlines with someone else, such as a friend or a mentor, and ask them to check in on progress. Additionally, working in groups or with a partner can provide a sense of shared responsibility, where each person's progress impacts the others. This can be especially helpful for tasks that feel overwhelming or for individuals who struggle with self-motivation. For those who find it difficult to stay motivated, it can also be helpful to establish a system of rewards and incentives. Positive reinforcement can make the process of completing tasks more enjoyable and help individuals associate productivity with positive emotions rather than dread or discomfort. For example, someone might reward themselves with a break, a favorite snack, or a fun activity after completing a certain amount of work. These small rewards help create a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment, making it easier to stay motivated and continue working toward larger goals. Over time, the brain begins to associate completing tasks with positive outcomes, which can reduce the tendency to procrastinate. Another key factor in overcoming procrastination is addressing the underlying beliefs and attitudes that contribute to it. Many people procrastinate because they believe they need to be in the right mood or feel motivated before starting a task. However, waiting for motivation can be a significant barrier to productivity, as motivation often follows action rather than precedes it. Instead of waiting to feel inspired, individuals can focus on taking small actions, even when they don't feel particularly motivated. By starting with small, manageable tasks, individuals often find that motivation increases as they make progress. This approach, known as action precedes motivation, helps break the cycle of procrastination by emphasizing doing over feeling. It's also important to recognize that procrastination can be a form of avoidance rooted in deeper emotional or psychological issues, such as fear of failure, fear of success, or even low self-esteem. In these cases, overcoming procrastination may require addressing these underlying issues through introspection, therapy, or personal development work. For instance, someone who procrastinates because they fear failing might benefit from exploring the root causes of that fear and challenging the beliefs that contribute to it. Therapy, particularly cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, can be an effective way to address these deeper issues and develop healthier coping mechanisms. Another crucial element in overcoming procrastination is learning how to manage time effectively. Poor time management is often at the root of procrastination, as individuals may underestimate how long tasks will take or fail to allocate sufficient time for them. One helpful approach to time management is prioritization. By identifying which tasks are most important and need immediate attention, individuals can focus their energy on what truly matters, rather than getting bogged down by low-priority tasks or distractions. Tools such as the Eisenhower matrix, which categorizes tasks based on urgency and importance, can help individuals make clearer decisions about where to direct their efforts. Prioritization helps create clarity and ensures that time is spent productively rather than reactively. In addition to prioritization, time blocking is another effective strategy for managing time and reducing procrastination. Time blocking involves setting aside specific periods of time to work on particular tasks, which helps eliminate the ambiguity of when to start something. By dedicating certain hours of the day to specific activities, individuals create a structured schedule that leaves less room for procrastination. This method also helps break down large projects into smaller, manageable chunks of time, making them feel less overwhelming. For example, instead of setting a vague goal to work on a project, someone might block out 1 hour to research relevant sources or outline the introduction. This specificity makes the task more actionable and reduces the mental barrier that often contributes to procrastination. Another important aspect of time management is learning to say no to unnecessary commitments. Many people procrastinate because they overextend themselves, taking on more tasks than they can realistically handle. This leads to a constant juggling of responsibilities, where important tasks are delayed as individuals struggle to meet all of their obligations. By setting clear boundaries and learning to say no to additional tasks when necessary, individuals can protect their time and focus on completing the most important work. This doesn't mean avoiding all new opportunities, but rather being selective and ensuring that new commitments align with one's priorities and capacity. Another concept that can help overcome procrastination is the 2-minute rule, a technique popularized by productivity expert David Allen. The 2-minute rule suggests that if a task can be completed in 2 minutes or less, it should be done immediately rather than postponed. This rule helps prevent small tasks from accumulating and becoming overwhelming. By handling these quick tasks right away, individuals can reduce the mental clutter that often contributes to procrastination. Additionally, completing small tasks provides a sense of accomplishment, which can create momentum for tackling larger, more complex projects. In addition to practical strategies, it's important to address the mindset shifts that are necessary for overcoming procrastination. One such shift is moving from a fixed mindset to a progress-oriented mindset. A fixed mindset often leads individuals to believe that tasks must be completed perfectly or not at all, which creates pressure and delays action. In contrast, a progress-oriented mindset focuses on gradual improvement and incremental progress. Rather than waiting for the perfect conditions or the perfect idea, individuals with a progress-oriented mindset prioritize taking action, even if it's imperfect. This mindset reduces the fear of failure and makes it easier to start tasks without the burden of unrealistic expectations. Part of cultivating this mindset involves acknowledging that not all tasks need to be done with 100% effort. Known as strategic procrastination, or the 80-20 rule, this principle suggests that 80% of results often come from 20% of the effort. In other words, not every task requires perfection. Sometimes, good enough is truly good enough. By identifying which tasks deserve more attention and which can be completed with minimal effort, individuals can manage their time and energy more effectively, allowing them to focus on high-priority tasks without getting bogged down by unnecessary perfectionism. Another key factor in overcoming procrastination is learning to manage energy levels throughout the day. People often procrastinate when they are tired, mentally drained, or lacking motivation. Understanding one's own energy patterns can help in scheduling tasks more effectively. For example, some people are most productive in the morning and may benefit from tackling their most challenging tasks during this time, while others may find that they work best in the afternoon or evening. By aligning work with natural energy levels, individuals can reduce the likelihood of procrastination and improve overall productivity. It's also beneficial to recognize that procrastination is often a habit, and like any habit, it can be changed with consistent effort. Habit formation is driven by cues, routines, and rewards. To break the habit of procrastination, individuals can create new routines that prompt action rather than delay. For example, if checking email or social media is the default activity when facing a challenging task, individuals can set a new routine of starting with 5 minutes of focused work before allowing themselves a break. Over time, this new routine becomes easier, and the brain begins to associate the cue, facing a task, with productive action rather than avoidance.